ऑनलाइन है, इसकी लिंक आई वांट टू शेयर.
हाँ.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we are live on the MangoBaaz Talks YouTube channel.
Okay.
Anyone who goes onto the MangoBaaz Talks channel, you can type in on YouTube MangoBaaz Talks, and our live stream is running there. The audience can't log in from this link that we have. This is just for the
Okay.
panelists. Yeah, this is just for the panelists. For the audience, you have to go to the YouTube link that I'm telling you about.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So let's get started. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. This is Sarmad Amer. I'm from MangoBaaz, and in our series of conversations that we've been having with industry leaders in the advertising and digital media world, today we have two people from BodyBeat, Rabia and Warda. Would you guys introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about what you do at your agency?
Okay, so I'm Rabia, and I basically head the media department in BodyBeat. And सारी जो PR activity होती है, all the PR activities, all the PR plans, they go through my department. It's basically as simple as that.
All right. And Warda?
Yeah, so I'm Varda, and basically I look after the strategy and making plans for the client and pitching them new plans, and then so from strategy till execution is where I come in. So it's more or less the what we call client servicing department in an agency. So yeah, I am heading that department, and and then working with Rabia. Once the campaign is logged, we give that to the media team, to execute it with whatever blogs or whatever publications we want. So that's the department where Rabia comes in.
Right. Okay. So during these series, we've talked to different people at different levels in the digital media world, the advertising world, and the marketing world. And they've shared experiences of how different elements come together in order to service a brand, especially during these times of crisis. So the conversation with you guys is essentially a summation of all of those different parts, because you folks are working on both sides of that essential coin, which completes the game for brands.
Yeah.
While Rabia is heading the media side, which is dealing with the publications, dealing with the the front end, the one that reaches the clients. Warda is talking to the brands themselves and making sure whatever demands and whatever requirements they have for their marketing, that's in line. Could you tell me, both of you, how important is it for both of your departments to be working in synergy with each other?
It's
It's
really
absolutely
important.
important.
It's absolutely important because it's a chaos if any one of us are not present. So I mean, and even if someone is on a break, that person needs to hand over the stuff to someone else who's responsible, and then we need, that person needs to take over in her absence. Same is the case for me. I mean, if I'm going on vacations, I need to hand over my stuff to to my reporting manager and to my subordinates. They know what's happening, because even if these two departments are not synergized, then it's actually a chaos and बहुत ज़्यादा मसले हो जाते हैं, because obviously there is a campaign that needs to be executed. If Rabia doesn't know कि कौन सी publications पे लगाएं, just छोटी सी example दे रही हूँ कि नहीं पता उसको कि MangoBaaz पे एक article live जाना है, just for example. Then the client is going to ask the client servicing department, and then एक वो chain चलती है कि अच्छा तुमने नहीं बताया था. So there is no point of this blame game, and वो blame game जब भी आता है जब synergy नहीं होती. So that's really important कि दोनों departments को पता हो कि उनका काम क्या है और काम कब deliver होना है. So what we do is that we make a PR calendar. That PR calendar जब आपकी start होती है एक PR plan, जब आपका lock हो जाता है client से सब चीजें execution जब आपकी start होती है, we lock a PR calendar, and that PR calendar is shared with the PR team as well. So they know exactly what's happening and what date it's happening, at what time that needs to be posted. So everything, loop close hona chahiye. Otherwise, that's a difficult situation to be in.
एंड हमारा ग्रुप एक्चुअली बहुत ज्यादा क्लोज है, मतलब हर चीज बहुत
Yeah,
नाइस चल रही होती है. यूजली इस टाइप पे कोई नहीं होता unless one of us is on a vacation or on a break, वरना
yeah.
हर चीज बहुत ज्यादा नाइस चल रही होती है.
Right.
Also,
And
I feel कि इतना ज़्यादा WhatsApp और with emails coming on your phones and digital इतना ज़्यादा हो गया है कि you're always connected even if you are on you're taking a break but still WhatsApp on is so you are either way you are communicating with each other.
yes. Yeah, you're
Which is a
not.
good thing and a bad thing. When you're on vacations,
Yeah,
your WhatsApp is
yeah.
always ringing.
Yeah, so true.
So definitely we'll come to that about maintaining work-life balance. But first of all, tell me, how do you guys manage with the different teams have people with different working styles and different egos? Um, what's the key for you guys to manage that kind of synergy and making sure people who might have clashing personalities work together seamlessly?
Yeah, I
So I
feel
know how to
हाँ
manage my team. I manage my team perfectly. कोई मसला नहीं होता.
नहीं
लेकिन नहीं,
हाँ
actually jokes apart, बहुत ही ज्यादा friendly environment है बॉडी वीक में, हमारी एजेंसी में. It's not like other agencies, and everyone works, बहुत आराम से काम होता है, कोई मसला नहीं होता.
नहीं I feel a person like when you are heading a department you need to gauge कि वो बंदा है कैसा I mean किस तरीके का नेचर है if is he कि वो बहुत जल्दी गुस्से में आ जाता है या फिर स्लो रिस्पॉन्स रेट है I mean हर किसी का अपना पेस पे काम करने का अपना पेस होता है you cannot just expect कि हर कोई आपके पेस पर चलेगा so उस
And then
हिसाब
we
से I
divide
guess
the work
everyone
accordingly. So we
yeah
always
and
divide
then
the work accordingly.
yeah एंड देन उसी हिसाब से उस शख्स को डील करना है अदरवाइज देयर इज नो पॉइंट फिर आपकी टीम जो है वो कियोस ही रहेगा इट विल बी अ कियोटिक थिंग only if you are not dealing that person the way it needs to be he needs to be treated so yeah that's the key I guess.
So tell me how these new circumstances of working from home, having to be distant, some of the team members having to work from home and not having to come to the office all the time, how has that affected this chaotic dynamic and how has that affected how you guys work?
It has
Yeah,
been quite
it
difficult
was
for me. I
it has
really
been
prefer
yeah
going to office.
नहीं शुरू के I mean when the lockdown started it was really difficult for all of us to digest this situation and accept कि यार this is the new normal and now we need to adjust ourselves to this. So वो एक बेसिक जो एक महीने का पीरियड 4 weeks जो थे वो थोड़े डिफिकल्ट सबके लिए थे and then I guess we sunk that in and we were like okay fine this is how life has to be till the vaccine comes in and cases कम होना शुरू होंगे. So अब ये होता है कि obviously those people who are coming you are not coming to work they are working from home उनकी attendance लग रही है I mean Zoom पे हो रही है meeting Zoom पे हो रही है but everyone needs to be present and needs to be
On call
attentive
all
to
the time,
what
yeah.
and for example working hours अगर 10 से 6 हैं example दे रही हूँ so we always make sure that person who's working from home is available during those hours because आप अगर नहीं है अवेलेबल और आप फॉर एग्जाम्पल सो रहे हैं या कोई घर का काम करें बिकॉज वर्किंग फ्रॉम होम में ये होता है कि घर के काम भी हैं आपको ऑफिस के काम भी हैं सो उसकी वजह से एट टाइम्स मुझे ये लगता है कि जब आप घर से बैठ के काम कर रहे होते हैं तो आपका जो ऑफिस का होता है ना जब आप ऑफिस का काम होता है वो थोड़ा सा निग्लेक्ट होने लगता है इफ यू आर नॉट पेइंग अटेंशन टू द वर्क एंड घर के काम हो रहे हैं so that needs to be really highlighted and fixed or that's what we have done at BodyBeat as well कि लोगों को बताया है कि 8 घंटे हैं 8 hours में that's what you need to do and you cannot just अगर घर के काम करने में ठीक है लिबर्टी है I mean we are not like that कि हम सर पे खड़े हुए डंडा लेके खड़े हुए के काम करना है बट जब काम है तो फिर काम है दिस इज हाउ एजेंसी लाइफ वर्क्स कि काम है तो फिर
And
देन
only a
किसी दिन पे
limited number of people are coming to
या
office, like hardly
या
20% of staff is coming to office, the rest are
या
working from home. And they manage
या
accordingly. Zoom पे हर
या
वक्त active रहना, WhatsApp पे हर वक्त
एक्टिव
active रहना,
रहना या
it's being managed.
तो वो कम्युनिकेशन जो है ना बहुत स्ट्रांग हो गई आई फील हमारी कम्युनिकेशन पहले भी स्ट्रांग थी लेकिन अब ज्यादा स्ट्रांग हो गई बिकॉज पीपल आर नॉट ऑब्वियसली दे आर वर्किंग फ्रॉम होम दे आर नॉट प्रेजेंट ऑल द टाइम्स इन फ्रंट ऑफ अस तो वो कम्युनिकेशन जो हम पहले फॉरन कर लेते थे कि यार चलो ये काम करना है फॉर एग्जाम्पल एक वीडियो एडिट करानी है लेकिन अब वो वीडियो कॉल करके पहले उसको समझाओ तो हमारी कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स जो है ना वो काफी ज्यादा उनको चैलेंज किया है कोविड ने और वो काफी स्ट्रांग हो गई हैं आई फील के दिस होल लॉकडाउन एंड वर्किंग फ्रॉम होम से
So that's a very interesting point that you raised, Vardha, because I haven't heard this before, where people are saying communication skills improve हुई हैं.
Yeah.
Um, could you share like some tips and tricks that you guys have figured along the way? Um, कि आप लोगों ने अपनी कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स जहाँ पे नोटिस किया कि यार यहाँ पे जरूरत है हमें इम्प्रूव करने की या कुछ एस्पेक्ट को कॉन्शियसली इम्प्रूव करने की. Could you share कि for other possible teams who might learn from this कि क्या tips and tricks हो सकती हैं to improve communication, especially when people are distant and like online and all?
Hmm. Yeah, basically, I honestly personally feel कि मेरा जो personal experience था लोगों के साथ when I was dealing with my team and even अगर content department से हम कोई चीज edit करा रहे हैं, I personally feel कि एक तो जो brief जाती है that needs to be crystal clear and it needs to be explained to the team कि what you want at the end from that person. For example, अगर subtitle भी लगाना है तो font size क्या होगा, font type क्या होगी, because पहले वो चीजें होती थी कि you're sitting right beside that person, you're getting that things done. तो वो हमें नहीं पता चलता था यार इसको छोटा कर दो, अच्छा नहीं इसको यहाँ नहीं यहाँ प्लेस कर दो. नाउ यू नीड टू टेल दैट पर्सन टॉप राइट है तो टॉप राइट है, बिकॉज हम कहते हैं ना इधर लगा दो, अब वो इधर नहीं है. सो दैट ब्रीफ डॉक्यूमेंट दैट यू आर सेंडिंग टू द एडिटर और इफ यू आर आस्किंग द कॉपीराइटर टू राइट अ प्रेस रिलीज और कैप्शंस फॉर यू फॉर एग्जांपल, so you need to explain like properly कि आपको क्या चाहिए. If you're not explaining like how, when, why, what, then that piece of communication is lost. देन फिर वो ये होगा कि एडिटिंग होती रहेगी, चेंजेस होती रहेंगी, एंड दैट्स आई गेस पॉइंटलेस बिकॉज आपका भी टाइम जाया हो रहा है और शख्स का भी टाइम जाया हो रहा है. एंड देन it's I guess at the end of the day it's your mistake that you didn't initiate the brief correctly in the first place.
Right. Okay. During this conversation, we'll also be taking questions from the audience. And one is, how do you guys manage the workload with so many live campaigns? And which department shows more patience? I'll start with you.
Yeah, I
We
feel
have to,
it's
it has been
yeah,
like this always. Sometimes we are managing 10 campaigns
yeah,
simultaneously, and we manage it by not sleeping. Basically, we
yeah.
have to work all the time.
That's how
And
agency works, I guess.
it's not like that all the time. Obviously, कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि बहुत ज्यादा campaigns overlap हो जाती हैं. Then we all work together, we manage. It's basically how the agency life is, how the campaigns go, how the when anything is
मैं
live,
आपको
we
सच
have
भी
to manage like
बताती
that.
हूँ. I'll say the truth. जो छोटा होता है, I won't spill the beans इतनी ज्यादा. But हमारे यार, I mean, at times we fight because obviously जब pressure है तो pressure है, and you cannot say that to the client because of तब जब multiple campaigns live है तो you need to understand that pressure, and कहीं ना कहीं वो at times गुस्से में गिरा जाता है.
So
But the
basic from
best part,
media department,
yeah,
we have to figure
yeah,
out कि हम किस account manager
किसको,
campaign को ज्यादा
yeah,
priority दें, किसको
yeah.
पहले करना है, तो ये
किसको
सारा चल रहा
पहले
होता है
करना है,
basically.
and then everyone wants their campaign to be to be number one, to be to be given top priority. तो उसमें at times ये होता है कि लड़ाइयाँ होती हैं, but we are like okay fine, लड़ाई हो गई, खत्म हो गया, but we need to get the work done. So at the end तो काम हो रहा होता है. So I feel कि patience सब तो कर रहे होते हैं because agency life में patience is the key. उसकी अगर वो नहीं है तो फिर you cannot be at an agency.
Absolutely. Even though the topic for this conversation was communication is key, but we've learned that patience is another one of those keys that's needed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay. So because as I mentioned, कि the topic is communication is key. एक तो हमने अब ये discussion कर ली कि within the departments is it's very important कि communication strong हो, synergy हो, and everyone works together ताकि the work is seamless. But for example, during these newer circumstances, जहाँ पे किसी को कोई idea नहीं था about how things are going to develop for brands, for companies. How has your communication been with brands in that situation? जहाँ पे उनको ये realize होता है that they might have to change their messaging or change the spend that they have for their campaigns, and then also how do you make them realize that the new ideas that you folks are telling them um, will work better than what they expect.
I feel इसमें brands का भी बहुत हाथ है. I mean, and the brand side needs to be they need to accept this fact rather than we, because at times ये होता है हमारे पास काफी सारी briefs आ रही होती हैं कि this is what you need to do and this is what we expect from you. However, the brands now are open to suggestions. कि you know अगर agency से आ रही है, so they are also experienced professionals, so they are telling us the right thing, and we need to we need to accept their suggestions. We need to welcome their suggestions, which is a very good thing. And that's a switch that I'm change that I'm seeing in all the brands. Rather than that mentality कि brand manager ने कह दिया and हमें खुश करना है अपने CEO को, they are accepting and they are welcoming new ideas that are coming from the agency. And उसमें I'll say कि जब that the lockdown happened and COVID happened, we pitched a lot of campaigns to a lot of clients, and at times a lot of clients actually took our suggestion and they said, yeah, let's do this campaign. So shifting the focus, for example, safeguard was super relevant, so they activated during lockdown only. For example, Shan Kitchen changed its whole messaging, and when they said कि हमें जो है वो कोविड टाइम्स में ठीक है, we because people are together and they're having family time, so let's have, let's talk about family bonding during COVID.
Right.
So that's how, yeah.
Okay. Sorry. So when you mentioned कि brands को खुद से भी understanding है, did
Hmm.
this understanding specifically develop after, like in your experience after the pandemic, or has this been a gradual shift towards this understanding over the years, maybe recently?
No, I feel that it has been, that's
I
not a
think
new
it's
thing.
gradual.
It has gradual change, as in the
Yeah.
brands have made that shift before the pandemic only. As in, मैं 2016 की बात कर लूँ, तो people used to be really rigid about their, about what they have in mind, and this is what I want, and this is what you need to deliver,
Yeah, about
kind
their
of a thing.
particular brief. Yeah.
Yeah, but now people are, the brand side is also welcoming new ideas, and they're like, let's try this. Okay, fine. If you have an interesting idea, why not? So go to change, and that also excites us. Okay, let's try this thing.
Right. And for Rabia, your end, how has communication um, changed in terms of the kind of partners or the kind of publications you are looking at in order to address those campaigns with?
So basically, all our work used to be on WhatsApp as it is. पहले भी हमारा ज्यादातर काम WhatsApp के थ्रू ही होता था, emails के थ्रू होता था. So बहुत ज्यादा I won't say कि फर्क पड़ा है, but yes, everyone is now understanding the urgency of the situation, कि how the work needs to be done and everything. लेकिन more or less मेरी साइड का जो काम है वो एक्चुअली उसी तरह चलता रहा है, क्योंकि हम लोग का ज्यादातर कम्युनिकेशन यूज्ड टू बी ऑन ईमेल एंड व्हाट्सएप एंड एसएमएस.
Right. And have you felt I'm sure online communication and everything for Rabia, as you mentioned, it's not changed as such, but overall as a company, um, how has physical meetings, face-to-face meetings versus online meetings been for you guys? Which
Oh
one do
my
you?
God. I still want physical
I
meetings. I
always
actually
prefer
want to go
face-to-face
to
meetings. These
face-to-face
Zoom
meetings.
meetings have been so difficult, so
Yeah, and
difficult.
the only problem is obviously Pakistan में load shedding बहुत है. You're living in Pakistan, so in this country you will face load shedding, you will face internet connectivity issues. So half of the time
Just
you're
like
like,
my cell phone is going to go dead in 5 minutes maximum. I'm giving you a heads up.
so every time you're like, आपको आवाज आई. So every Zoom meeting or every Skype call is just like, आपको मेरी आवाज आई? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? So it starts off with that, and then the first 5 minutes are like
80% of the
that.
meeting is like, can you hear me? Can you
Yeah,
please mute
yeah.
your call? Can
And
you
then
hear me?
can you mute your mic so that everyone can hear what
Exactly.
I'm trying to say? So that's how it starts, and that's the initial difficulty was, okay, to understand the mechanics of Zoom, because obviously not everyone was accustomed to how Zoom works or how Skype or mic. So every time a brand used to come in and the brand used to say, we don't want to meet on Zoom. We want to meet on Google Meet. So download that app.
Yeah.
So I have like 5 or 10 apps just because of these, online meetings.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Zoom,
So I
uh,
need to be
Microsoft
yeah.
Teams, Google Meet.
Shalan?
List down so many of them.
Shalan?
Yeah. Skype, there's this Microsoft link as well. So I mean, new every time a brand manager is requesting to download some new thing, and I'm like, okay, okay, wait, give me our heads up so that I can download that app to start the
Yes,
meeting.
yes. I think Rabia has dropped
Yeah,
off for a little bit,
yeah.
but we continue the conversation. Tell me, how has I wanted to transition now to the work-life balance situation. You mentioned this तरह के in the like earlier के like when you're working from home you obviously have to look at multiple different things आपका काम उतना से एक focus से नहीं हो सकता as you're working in the office. How has this work life balance been for you during this pandemic? Obviously it's affected for everyone but like आपके लिए um, how has it become more difficult to manage things?
Yeah, I feel that first few days were little difficult, were like really difficult for me because I had to, think that in case now this is what it is. Also, I have severe anxiety issues just when, because work was slow. So for me, it was really difficult. The calm slow, then I'm like, I am a workaholic. So I'm like, I want work and I need to work just for my sanity. So that for that peace, for my peace of mind, I was like calm, halka hai kaam tha. I mean, lockdown में, but everything slowed down just because of the pandemic. And एक वो जो खौफ होता है ना कि I mean you cannot go out. So those first 2 days were like I cannot go out, and then that thing also really hit me hard. But and then gradually I accepted the situation. But for me, work from home was a little difficult because obviously घर के काम भी when you are at home, then you need to see कि, because all the time your mother is doing the house chores. Yeah, for example, there was no house help at my house for those 2 months जो strict lockdown था. So I had to manage both the things. And then ये होता था कि whenever I got a chance, I am helping, and then I am coming back attending the meetings. So I was juggling both the things. So when I resumed work was when I was like, okay, fine, it's a sigh of relief for me because I just have to focus on one thing now.
Yeah, absolutely. And work hours जो थे आपके or rather हैं आपके have they changed in any way?
Work hours they did change because obviously जब काम था so we were working मतलब for me because it was I mean, we weren't supposed to as in say कि या आपको 12 बजे काम submit करना है करो. But for me it was like for your ease only कि आपको जब आपको आसानी है आप काम कर लें. So it was easier for us that way. Okay, whenever you are available, you can do that work. Obviously, if it's a deadline, so you need to submit it at that very moment. Otherwise, whenever you are free, so you can. So for Mira, the schedule, this is वजह से ये outwork because whenever I wanted, I started working during that lockdown of work from home. So for me, it was I need to maintain a schedule in my life so that I'm not working at 4 in the night.
Yeah,
Sara masla, and I was, I myself, I won't say that it's agency's fault. It was my fault that मेरा schedule इतना मैंने खराब कर लिया that whenever I wanted, I used to be like, okay, fine, let's work. So yeah, work from home में you need to maintain a schedule and you need to maintain that balance. And वो मेरे ख्याल में try करके ही आएगा.
agreed. क्योंकि in my experience as well, एक तो आप ना बाहर जा सकते हैं ना आप
Hmm.
कोई activities और हैं. Hello, welcome back, Rabia. So now
Can
Yeah,
you
like,
people
welcome back.
hear me? I was calling my husband and Ahad just told me that I was
Yes,
shouting and you could hear me.
yes, we can. We could hear
So
you.
sorry.
And I was
Because the
like,
phone died and I have no idea how to manage this Android phone. And I was like, how do I
oh.
switch it back on?
it's
So
okay.
sorry.
We put you on mute early on.
Thank you.
Okay, so we were talking about how work-life balance has become difficult for some people, and how Varda has been managing her work-life balance. She said that she has tried to work on a schedule for herself. Can you share आपने क्या hacks इस्तेमाल किए हैं और आपके क्या tips हैं to make sure that you're not working throughout the night, throughout the day, and 24 hours like essentially, even though there might be days when you might have to. Rabia, can you hear us?
Rabia, yeah, can you hear us?
No.
Hello?
I can hear you now,
Oh,
but I couldn't hear the question.
oh, okay.
Oh,
Sorry, I was asking कि
Come
work-life
again?
balance.
Come again?
Yeah, work-life balance के point of view से, how has your work-life balance changed because of this pandemic? Like Varda mentioned that she has to have a schedule for herself. क्योंकि work is otherwise almost like there's no schedule for people, ना क्योंकि everyone is at home आप और कुछ कर
Oh,
नहीं
this is the
सकते हो.
most difficult question. The most difficult question. So
yeah,
basically,
yeah.
I just had a daughter 6 months back, and I've a baby daughter, baby girl,
Congratulations.
बहुत छोटी सी लड़की है मेरी बेटी है, and घर में रह के it was extremely difficult because when you used to go to office, I have Hassan ने वहाँ पे पूरी nursery बनवाई है, nanny रखी है and everything. So when I used to work, the nanny used to look after the kid. But during this lockdown, we weren't letting any maid come in or anyone, so I have to look after the house and the baby, and it was extremely difficult. Like साथ काम सारा मैनेज करना and everything, it was really really वरना मतलब बहुत ज्यादा मुश्किल हो रहा था एटलीस्ट फॉर मी नॉट फॉर एवरीवन लेकिन क्योंकि मैं खुद अभी मैनेज कर रही थी ऐसा न्यू मदर कि किस तरह करना है सब कुछ होना है वर्क लाइफ किस तरह करनी है तो उसमें ये सब हो गया बीच में तो दैट्स व्हाई इट बिकम अ लिटिल डिफिकल्ट लेकिन आई शुरू में ज्यादा था शुरू के 1 महीने बट बाय द सेकंड मंथ इट वाज pretty manageable.
Right. So did you come up with any hacks in terms of, for example, having a very strict schedule? कि मुझे इस time तक काम देखना है या, or were you like taking small breaks throughout the day? What would you say are your tips?
टिप्स बेसिकली आपको सीखना पड़ता है नो पर्टिकुलर टिप्स मैंने तो ये टिप सीख ली थी मेरी बेटी को मैंने सिखा दिया था कि व्हेन आई एम वर्किंग शी हैज टू बी क्वाइट वो भी बेचारी मासूम सी सीख गई थी थोड़ा थोड़ा कि व्हेन हर मदर इज वर्किंग शी हैज टू मैनेज उसके अलावा माय हस्बैंड हेल्प्स मी आउट अ लॉट इट्स ऑल बिकॉज ऑफ हाउ मच माय हस्बैंड हैज हेल्प्ड मी थ्रू आउट दिस होल थिंग वरना एक इतनी सी मतलब शी इज 6 months old right now and during the pandemic time she was 3 months 4 months old and एक इतना छोटा बच्चा बहुत अटेंशन मांगता है सो इट हैट्स ऑफ टू माय हस्बैंड सारी की सारी हेल्प इट वाज बिकॉज ऑफ एंड प्लस मैंने अपनी टाइमिंग्स व्हेन शी स्लीपिंग द टिप इज फॉर न्यू मदर मेरी टिप जो है वो बेसिकली एक न्यू न्यू मदर के लिए होगी कि व्हेन योर किड इज स्लीपिंग यू हैव टू स्लीप एट दैट टाइम और जल्दी जल्दी सॉरी यू हैव टू वर्क ऑन दैट टाइम switching and ताकि सारा ज्यादातर काम में when she used to be sleeping I used to do all my work mostly then.
And have you had to say goodbye to your sleep?
Oh, I used to sleep for like 4 hours, maximum 5 hours in a day. It was horrible. But that actually goes for every new mom. Like, doesn't matter okay, if it's a working mom or not. It goes for every new mom. You have to sacrifice your sleep. It doesn't really matter whether you're working or not. इससे इतना खास फर्क नहीं पड़ता. You have to sacrifice your sleep. It's like no other way around it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's how things are.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so moving on, tell me a little bit about what what one thing or what's the biggest change from the life before pandemic to after pandemic that you guys have noticed in your lives. It can be work related stuff, it can be outside of work, whatever change that you have felt the most.
I feel that I used to take things for granted, like dining out, and I used to every time my friends used to make a plan, and I used to be like, no, I'm not going, and then I used to ditch them. But now I honestly miss, and I miss those shadis, and I have literally ditched a lot of weddings, and now I was like, अभी आज ही हम बात कर रहे थे, मैं और राबिया बात कर रहे थे, and I was like, Rabia, I'm missing shadis, and I honestly want to attend weddings now. So I want to dine out. I want to go out with friends, and I'm actually missing my friends because I haven't met them except for people who are coming to work, who are my colleagues. Like, will be 10% of the staff who's showing up. I haven't met anyone. I haven't seen. A colleague of mine had a baby during the pandemic only. I haven't met that child. So now I really, really want to go out and try every new treat. Go to those weddings. जिसमें मैं कहती थी कि नहीं अम्मी I'll sit at home. I don't want to talk to those aunties. But now I want to go out. I really want to. And every time I feel कि पहले I used to drag myself कि बस यार मैं थक गई हूँ. I know I need to take a break and I need to go to a vacation now. I mean I'm happy working and going to work. So it's a blessing for me because it's what's making me sane.
6 months. We were just talking today that we haven't seen but we haven't seen Dua in 6 months.
Is
That's
it
a lot.
is it just me, or is Rabia breaking up for you too, Verda?
Yeah, yeah, Rabi, you're not audible. I mean, it's you breaking up. I think it's a connectivity issue.
Yeah, yeah. Um, Rabia, your internet connection is a little glitchy right now. We couldn't hear what you were saying.
Yeah. Can you repeat? Rabia, can you hear us?
Okay, I think it's still glitchy.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay, moving on. Until Rabia gets her internet connection back in order. Tell me what's one thing that you are looking forward to be doing when this whole social distancing and the pandemic is over, essentially. What's the first thing you'll do?
If you are talking about work, then I'll just break it into two. If you're talking about work, I'll be really happy to attend meetings. Like literally, this is one thing that really makes me happy. Meeting new people and meeting new clients and pitching new ideas. Right now, it's like just on over Zoom call. So I'm unable to. I mean, the way you can explain, face to face, it's not compared to what you do over Zoom or over a call. It's totally different. So I would love to meet new clients and new people once this whole thing is over. So physical meetings, one thing if you're talking about work. And if you are talking about my personal life, then yeah, that's what I've mentioned earlier that I would love to go out and try out everything because I am majorly missing bun kebabs and street food because due to Corona, we are trying to not have all these stuff. So yeah, these things. Once this is over, I'll be going out to one store in Board Basin and have all the street food that I can have.
And for you, Rabia, what's
I have no idea. Can you people still hear me?
yes, we can now hear you.
Yeah, we can. Now we
I
can.
will ask two
Yeah.
questions. Um,
Okay.
what's the one change that you have felt the most in your life pre-pandemic versus this new normal of sorts?
Oh, same as what they're saying. I used to go out a lot, like a lot. People used to make fun of me that you're always eating out. So that is one big change. And I used to go to my relatives a lot. I'm one of those people, basically. Okay, I used to go to my puppo, my khala, my mamu, and I really miss doing that now. Like, very rarely I even visit my mom. बहुत ज़्यादा कम मैं अपनी अम्मी के भी बहुत कम जाती हूँ.
And
So I really miss that, going out and
right,
spending time with friends.
right. And what's the first thing rather, that you will do once this pandemic is over and once you're allowed to go out and meet people and everything? What's the first thing you'll be doing?
I'm going to travel. I'm most probably going to travel. And I really wish that I could go and visit my sister who बिचारी बहुत फंसी हुई है. She has gone to do her masters. So either she's going to come or I'm going to visit her.
Right. And what's a message that you guys have for the companies, for brands, for agencies, for people who are listening in general, about how they can work better, have better communication, and like general tips and tricks for how to be better during this new normal of sorts. Um, Verda?
I think I the only one tip is, understand that person rather than just, थोपने की जरूरत नहीं है, काम लादने की जरूरत नहीं है, in layman terms. You need to understand that person. You need to understand the psyche of the person, and then treat that person accordingly. So every person is different. Don't just judge every person like you do to yourself. So हर किसी को different तरीके से treat करें and उसी तरीके उसकी psyche को समझें, and then and because every person is going through a lot of different things due to this whole lockdown and the new normal, and everyone is adjusting to these things abhi tak. For us, for example, for me now, I'm okay with it, but for a lot of people it's not okay. They're still struggling. So one advice that I would give is, accept the way the people are, and try to understand them rather than just putting and just saying that this is what you need to do. Over to you, Rabia.
This to everyone, KI, and
Yeah,
inshallah,
yeah,
your work will get done. Everyone's work will get done, and it's very difficult for a lot of people. A lot of people are actually going through very difficult time through depression. सबके लिए normal नहीं है. अल्लाह का शुक्र है, बहुत सारे लोग अगर आप manage कर रहे हो, that really doesn't mean that other person is managing as well. तो आपको दूसरे इंसान को बस थोड़ा सा time दें, and थोड़ा सा patience दिखाएं. इंशाल्लाह everything will get done, and we really hope this situation gets better soon. This is really getting on everyone's nerves now. So let's pray.
and I think that people need to spread positivity, and they need to be positive about everything that's happening, because it's not negative ho gaya hai ab media bhi, and people are being really cynical and being pessimist about things, that they're like, this is what it is. So thodi si soch bhi, I think everyone needs to change their thinking patterns as well, so that things, and they need to accept now what everything, like everything, and this new normal, and yeah, hopefully things will change.
Absolutely. And that was a very nice summation from both of you about communication and understanding people. So that essentially sums up our whole topic of the fact that communication is key during these hard times. It might have been about brands that we talked about, but all of these lessons can be applied to one's personal life as well. And communication with people in your working relationship, communication with your friends, communication with your family, anyone essentially.
Yeah,
True.
true.
And thank you so much for your time, ladies.
Thank you for
And
having us.
it was a very lovely conversation. Learned a lot. And I'm definitely going to apply some of those tips that I've learned from you guys in my working life as well. Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.
Thank
Thank
you. It
you.
was great.
Take
Thank you.
care.
Take care. Bye
Allah
bye.
Hafiz.
Bye.